No, by the way, I am a little sick, so my voice does sound a little manly, so don't mind that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm back with another story time. That's right, you guessed it, another story time. And guys, this story time is a bit interesting. So it's the time me and a couple of my friends got stranded in Jersey with strange old men. That's right, strange old men. You guys are probably wondering how this happened. Well, if you stay and watch the video, I'll tell you everything, girl. The story begins, it was summertime, just freshly graduated from high school. I started going out a lot more with my friends. Literally, we were out and about, hitting the town like we was hot tamales. Like, so this happened to me, my friend Kyla, which I mentioned her in another story time, and our other friend Sasha and Blondie. So it's me, Kyla, and Blondie, so it's 4 of us. Like towards the end of the day, because I remember it was dark, like Kyla told everyone, like she was talking to some older guy and she liked him, and she's like, oh hey, like he's having a party, or one of his friends is having a party out in Jersey, like we all should go. So we all was like, party, Jersey, yeah, let's go. Like no questions asked. We didn't care about who this guy was. Like we didn't even ask questions. Like our dumb asses just said, let's go. What? Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's jump off a bridge. Let's do that. We all get ready. We all get dressed up. We're like, and literally all of us in our mind, we're thinking we're going to Jersey Shore. We about to be fist bumping. We about to have the time of our lives, like it's Jersey Shore MTV style. Like literally, that was exactly what we thought, because we got in that car completely hyped. So he comes, picks us all up. So we all get in the car, we don't ask any questions, we say hi to him, we say hi to his friend, and we just ride, take the hour, I think it was an hour, 40-minute ride to Jersey. And like I said, we were having a great time in the car. We were all thinking we were going to Jersey Shore. It was gonna be a great night. So 40 minutes go by, we get to Jersey, and we're noticing we're not in like a beachy or like a scenery we expected to be for a party, because what we were told was this is going to be a party, like a party full of people. In Jersey, we're passing buildings, and at that point, me and Blondie look at each other like, buildings? Like, why is there buildings? I don't see a beach. I don't see a bar. Like, I don't see nothing but, like, look, it was looking like abandoned buildings. So we're riding, then we're getting a little suspicious. So he keeps on driving for a couple minutes. So he drives into this like housing complex or unit, and he parks, and then we get out, and then we're all like, okay, so I guess it's a house party, because there's no beach, there's no bar, like it's a house party. Okay, cool, that's fine. Like we were just like, okay, we're still like ready to party. As we're walking towards the building, we don't hear any music. So we're like, okay, so we're walk for like a minute. He opens the door and we enter the apartment, and guys, literally there was nobody but 2 guys, a disco light, like some kind of at-home disco light that had like red, yellow colors going around the room, like a fake home disco light, and music playing, and 2 guys with their little fake bar in the side of the apartment. And we walk in, and immediately, we didn't even get 2 feet in the apartment, and Sasha goes, what the F is this? Like, kid you not, like we were all thinking it, but Sasha said it, like, what the F was this? Like, this is not a party, this is a gathering. And these guys were old, okay guys? I'm talking about grandpa looking old. Like, well, to us, cause I was 18 and they was looking grown. Just no. Like, Kyla's boo thing at the time, we knew he was older. I don't remember his exact age, but like his friends fully looked old. Like not some young 21, 18, like nothing. Their good years have passed them, okay? That's how seriously overage they were. And we literally were shocked. And then me and Blondie look at each other. Me and Kyla look at each other. We're all looking at each other, and we're just like, okay. So then Kyla, like, after she said that, she still comes in and she sits down and she's just like looking around. Like, we're all kind of calm and trying to see what the hell is this, but she's just like, oh no, like, what is this? Like, literally, that's her whole exact reaction. So like I said, we're sitting there like less than 5 minutes, guys. I kid you not, everything went to hell. Sasha felt uncomfortable. Like, I was feeling uncomfortable as well, but Sasha felt uncomfortable to the point where like she couldn't like sit down. Like, she was just not having it, because at the end of the day, we came for a party and this wasn't a party. And she started expressing that, and she started saying, hey, like, this is not a party. And like, what is this? Like, my mother doesn't know I'm here. These guys are old. And one of the guys, I guess, start taking offense to what Sasha is saying, and they start arguing. So like I said, everything starts going to shits, basically. Like, they start arguing, and next thing you know, it escalates, guys. At one point, I do recall, like, Sasha was trying to fight one of the guys because like he felt a type of way that she was saying these things. Like, it just happened so quickly. Like, it just got really messy really fast, guys. Kyla started getting very upset with Sasha. So Kyla started arguing with Sasha about like, hey, like, I brought you here, like, why are you acting like this? Sasha was really upset. Like, she was really upset. And like, me and Blondie are at the sidelines like, so this is the night? Like, so this the vibe. This the vibe for the night. Like, we thought we were going to Jersey Shore. Like, we thought wrong, clearly. We were just at the sidelines watching everything unfold. Like, Sasha and Kyla are going back and forth at a point. Like, Kyla's getting very upset. So then we all basically come to a decision. Like, we just want to go home. Like, we don't want to be here. We don't know these guys. They're clearly way older than us, and we're not interested in whatever shindig, whatever fake house party they're trying to throw here with us, but we're not interested and we want to go home. I forgot why the guy couldn't drive us back home. I don't know but all I know, they couldn't drive us back home, but they were willing to pay for a cab for us to go home. So we were like, okay, perfect. So Kyla decides that she's not going. She's going to stay with these older men in this apartment. As her friend, me and Blondie was not gonna leave her here. Like, we was like, no, we're not leaving you. You're coming with us. You're coming with us. So then we start arguing with Kyla to come with us and not stay with this guy that you're talking to and his weird old friends. We finally convinced her to come with us, basically against her will. So the guys give Kyla the money for the cab. They call the cab. The cab comes and get us, guys. So I'm thinking we're ready, we're home safe. So before we get in the cab, actually, the cab driver asked us for the money up front, and Kyla was not trying to give the money. So then Kyla is just like, no, I'm not giving the money. And we're like, Kyla, we gotta go, give him the money. And then we tell the cab driver, no, we're gonna give you the money. She's gonna give you the money. Just let's go, let's drive. So we get in the car and we're telling the cab driver, yeah, she's gonna give you the money, don't worry about it. Kyla's just being difficult right now. That's what we were all thinking. She's just being difficult. So like I said, we're all four in the cab and we're all thinking we're going home. So we're just like, okay, the night is behind us. The cab driver starts driving after we told him Kyla's gonna give him the money for the ride. So he starts driving. He drives about 2.5 blocks. So within this 2.5 to 3 blocks, we're telling Kyla, yo, give the money. Like, you know, he's driving and he really doesn't trust driving us all the way home without you giving him the money. At the point, he's driving and he's saying, hey, like, are you guys gonna give me the money? Cause I'm like almost 5 blocks in and your friend ain't giving up the money. Like, and we're just like, yeah, she's gonna give it to you. She's gonna give it to you. So we're looking at Kyla. We're telling Kyla, give up the money, guys. And Kyla's being so petty. So her and Sasha starts kind of like playing tug of war with the money, I believe, or it was her and Blondie. All I know is one of us tried to get the money out of Kyla's hand and she was not giving up this money. And because Kyla doesn't want to give up the money, this cab driver decides to make a full U-turn and drives us back to where he picked us up, where we were trying to leave. The cab driver fully just drives us back. We're like, Kyla, please give us the money. We don't want to be in Jersey, like, please. And she's not giving up the money. She's basically telling us, you guys want to go home, so pay for your own cab ride home. Cab driver completely drives us right back to where he picked us up and tells us to get out his cab. Yeah, so we got out the cab. At this point, I'm like, we're trying to reason with Kyla, like, please get this cab driver the money. And mind you, our phones are all pretty much dying from what I remember. We didn't even call the cab. So I was just like, I'm trying to talk to the cab driver to stay, and he's like, no, I gotta go. Like, you guys aren't trying to pay me, so I'm leaving. And I'm like, okay, can I get your information, please? Because we don't want us to be in Jersey. Like, what is their number to call you? And I'm fully holding on to this man's door, like car door, mind you. I'm still trying to keep this cab. Like, I'm really trying to go home, guys. So I'm holding on to the cab door, and I'm like, hey, you know, please, like, he's like, let go of my car door. And I'm like, no, I can't, like, I just need you to stay. He goes, I'll give you the information if you let go of my car door. So I was like, okay, I let go of his car door. He goes, look on the side. And the number of the cab is on the side of his door. And he fully starts to drive off. And I'm literally running after him, trying to get the number down on my phone. So we're just standing there in front of the apartment complex. And we're like arguing, like, we need to go home. Like, why are we still here? And Kyla's like, well, I'm going back inside. You guys can stay here. So then finally, so I guess the guys realized that we're outside because they heard us. Because, I mean, we were pretty loud, guys. Like, this was a eventful night. The guys come back out and they're like, what happened? And we're like, she wasn't giving up the money, so the cab driver drove us back here. Like, so we're stuck. One of the guys, I guess he kind of gets annoyed with the situation. He goes, I'm going to drive you guys back home. Let's just go. And again, Kyla goes, she's not going home. And me and Blondie are looking at each other like, what do you mean? Like, he's going to drive us back. We don't even have to spend money anymore. Like, he's going to take us back home. Let's go. And Kyla's fully not going at all. Sasha's like, well, I'm going, I'm leaving. So at this point, Sasha was ready to go. Like, she didn't even care. She was ready to go. So Sasha said she was leaving, and I was ready to go too. So I was ready to go, but then it's just like, I couldn't leave Kyla as a friend. And me and Blondie, we both looked at each other like, we can't leave her here. Like, she, even before, like, she was drinking. Well, me and Blondie decided and made the decision that we're gonna stay with her. We're not gonna let her stay here by herself. So we ended up going back in the apartment with Kyla, and Sasha ended up leaving. One of the guys drove her all the way back home, and we just stayed with Kyla because, like I said, we didn't want to leave her. We ended up staying with the guys. Like, they turned out to be pretty cool guys. Like, they were nice. They weren't like nothing bad happened or anything. Me and Blondie basically stayed up all night. We were chit-chatting with the guys, and then eventually they went to sleep, and we were just stayed up. Like, we had got food, we ate. And I remember, I wasn't sleeping because at the end of the day, I don't know these guys. I'm not about to rest my eyes and I wake up like, I don't know, but I wasn't gonna do that. Woke up Kyla, and then one of the guys called an Uber for us to go home. A lot of interesting things has happened in my life, and that was the most interesting, because that night was super crazy. Like, it just kind of like goes to show, like, you know, be careful. Like, don't be so quick to say yes to everything, like, especially if you don't know anyone. Like, because, like, honestly, even though those guys they turned out to be really nice gentlemen, it could have been something completely different. We were young girls. We completely got into a car with a guy and his friend that we didn't even know, and at the time Kyla barely knew him from what I knew. We were so unfamiliar with Jersey. Like, we've never been to Jersey until then. To go with these guys we don't know, to go to some so-called party, to turns out some kind of weird get-together with these guys. Like, I don't know, it just goes to show you, like, you know, be mindful of things, be aware. Like, don't always be quick to like go places with someone you don't know. Be prepared for anything. Also, like, that's the one thing I learned after that situation. Be prepared for anything, because literally I was shook. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, when I stepped into the house I was shook. Like, I did not expect that. Like, these men were grown. Like, and I really thought we were going to Jersey Shore. Like an idiot. Like, we all did. And like I said, thank God, like, they weren't horrible. They weren't like evil guys or anything, and they didn't have like bad intentions, but it was just still like, we were young girls. Like, this is not what we were told. This is not what we thought was gonna be. Like, it could have been anything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more story times, like I said, I have been through a lot of crazy things in my life. so far. So if you guys want to see more story times, please don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and turn off your post notification, and more importantly, subscribe to your girl's channel. Subscribe.